Welcome to high school basketball here at state tournament time as the Minneapolis Lions getting ready to take on the Burlington, and I've got to look at it again, the Burlington Wildcats, as the Minneapolis Lions and the Burlington Wildcats getting ready to start state action tonight here at Class 3A state tournament here in Hutchinson, Kansas. Myself, Scott Osherman, along with Mike Perry and Dale Leach as the Minneapolis Lions make it back to state again, guys, and we're looking at a chance to try to get back to the state championship as we did last year.
Live from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Big time action, 3A state basketball. Can't hardly get better than this, guys.
No, it can't. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been pumped about it ever since we got close to sub-state. I kept thinking 6 more games. We've got to have, we've got a chance at 3 more games here, but we've got to get past a very solid Burlington Wildcat team that is 21-2 just like us.
21-2 squads, Burlington number 4 seed, Minneapolis number 5 seed. How they came up with that, I don't know, but I'm just glad we aren't playing Wichita Collegiate first time around.
There you go.
If we win here today, we'll play the number 1 seed Effingham-Atchison County squad, and they're a big bunch. But we got to get past these Burlington Wildcats first. It's a rematch of the 2 high schools that met in the 3A championship back in 2004 when the future Drake Bulldog, Ryan Weedle, playing for Minneapolis, faced up with the future KU Jayhawk Tyrell Reed playing for the Burlington Wildcats in a very hard-fought and memorable championship game that the Lions lost 74-60, the only time we've ever played Burlington. They had quite a good squad. They platooned 5 guys in and out, much like you see Wichita Collegiate do. Probably the first squad, high school squad I've seen do that. And of course, we substitute 3 and 4 in ourselves quite a bit. But that was the first time, one of the few times I've seen any team put in 5 guys at a time, 5 fresh bodies.
We don't know how deep this team goes. We looked at the stats. They've got some players that average in double figures, so we know that they've got some players, but we don't know how deep they go. We go 9 deep, can go 9 deep, and you know, it'll be interesting to see how we start out, what action we take. Minneapolis has had pretty good success at the state tournament.
They have. It's been a long time since we've been one and done. Roughly 50 years ago, 1961, the last time we were a one and done squad. Ever since we started coming again back in 2001, we've gone the distance with 3 games. So we hope to continue that tradition here tonight. Here in the 100th anniversary of the Kansas State High School Activities Association basketball tournament. Big celebration for Kansas State High School Activities Association this year. Last year they did track. This year they're doing basketball. And you, Scott, you know who won that first
high school basketball state?
High school basketball tournament? There was just one tournament.
No clue.
Reno County, now Nickerson High School.
I'll be darned.
Won the very first one.
And we have been close many times, but we've not ever won a state championship.
We've been in the big banana 3 times. The very first one was the closest one, 58-59, lost by a point in overtime. And lost by 15 against Burlington back in, actually we've been in it 4 times, 15 against Burlington in 2004. We lost to Hayes TMP in 2005 by 10 to 15 points, somewhere there. I can't remember the exact amount. And then we won't mention the score against Wichita Collegiate last
could have probably won a 6A title.
Yes.
so yeah, we won't mention that score either.
But it's good to be back here at Hutchinson, getting on with our tradition here. It's 2 years in a row for the Lions. We'll see where we can go tonight. Can't take anything for granted. You got to go for broke. First, got to win this first one if we can get on to the next 2.
We're about 7 minutes away from tip-off as Minneapolis has already headed back in the locker room. The Burlington Wildcats will be in their white, and they're out getting all pepped up out on the floor. They're the home team, as they will wear white, and they are heading into their locker room as well. Looks like their big guy that we kind of saw some scoring on, he's on the bench. Hasn't played the last few games.
He's not in the book.
Not in the book.
That's why he's hasn't been in a pair.
Well, he's their leading scorer at 18 points a ball game, and evidently he's got a knee or an ankle problem. He's got his crutches beside him. But by the looks of the guys on their team, they still have 6-7 guys well over 6 foot.
Well, and you know, to get to this level, you've got to have some players. Yeah. And he's been out for 6 or 7 games, according to the stats that we were looking at. So you know that they've got some players, and they've got some kids that can score the ball.
He being one of the 3, I just did some stats on. 3 guys have shot somewhere in the neighborhood of 243 balls from beyond the arc. This guy here can play down low or go beyond the arc. So probably one of the bigger cogs out of their offensive scheme of things. But as you mentioned, Scott, with a team this good, he's got to have backup, someone that can play that position and has played it well in order for them to get through the sub-state championship.
Burlington did win their sub-state championship on their home floor. They won 3 close games to get here. Of course, the Lions had 2 relatively easy games score-wise, average 24-point victories, I think, over Smith Center and Ellsworth, and then that nail-biter against Beloit for the championship, 40-33 was the final. And my Wildcats have already lost today, guys. I can't take another one here.
Well, maybe we can coax another loss to the Wildcats,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's all
maybe
we can hope for right here. You know, I like our possibilities tonight, guys, and the reason why I like it is from the standpoint that we play a very tough league, and we prepare ourselves to get to this level, and I think Coach Shoup is going to have them boys ready to go tonight on this floor. They want redemption. They want a chance. Now, was Burlington in the tournament last year?
No, this is their first time back. I think I've read since 2007, maybe. So.
Yeah, now I'm just looking at Council Grove, Galena, Halstead, Kismet, Southwest Heights, Minneapolis, Kansas City Christian, Rossville, and Collegiate were in last year. So 3 of those teams are back this year. Collegiate, Minneapolis, and Rossville's already lost. So as Minneapolis comes out tonight, they will, as they come out, they'll be in their traveling red, and the Burlington Wildcats will be in their home white. They've got a little bit of height, looking down the size-wise. They've got 6'3", 6'5", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2". So they've got a little bit of height, but height hasn't really scared us throughout the year. The thing that does concern me a little bit is the amount of 3-pointers they shot.
We'll have to play some clampdown defense on the perimeter, no doubt about it.
Now, one of their guards has been to the free throw line quite a bit. He's active, and as Coach Shoup mentioned on his radio interview, they have quite a few guys put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. So that's indicative of a team that doesn't have quick defenders, and we have quick defenders. So possibly we can stop that action and push the offense from Burlington out to the perimeter and make them hit the outside shot.
Both teams coming into tonight at 21-2. Minneapolis's only 2 losses were to Beloit. Beloit, and we got redemption on them. Now, don't know about, we don't have any like opponents that I know of with Burlington. Burlington, we're not even sure the team sizes they play league-wise.
Well, they had I did look at their scores. They had a real close game against Wellsville, so that's a good solid 3A squad. They beat Baldwin, which is 4A, 63-45 early on in the year. They lost to Chanute by 4. That's probably a 4A squad. Santa Fe Trail, they won 71-61. that might be a 4A squad. So they've been playing above 3A a few times at least. Of course, not having their 6'4" boy now, when they did then, might make a difference for them. I don't know. But they do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 13-game winning streak going for them. The Lions have the 3-game winning streak.
Boyce, I believe, would probably be the point guard. He's 6 foot, but he has 200. He's the second on the team in scoring behind Thompson. He scores about 10 points a ball game, but he gets to the free throw line. He is an 81% free throw shooter when he gets there. So they can get to the rack, and looks to me like they do shoot a lot of free throws, and we want to limit their chances there, as a few of them are pretty good free throw shooters.
I thought you said we only had a 3-game winning streak.
That's wrong. It's 4.
Yeah, I was.
My memory gets bad sometimes.
So we.
When I take a look at a piece of paper, I have to doubt myself.
A tradition that is kind of nice is they, at the start of all state tournament games, the beginning, they introduce all the team players and
in the first game and the championship.
And the championship. So they will get ready to announce the starting lineups as well as the players here in just a second. As we look down. So we'll see who all is, who their starting lineup is for Burlington here in just a second as they continue to have some announcements. Mike, keys to some of tonight's game.
Well, as athletic as Bluma is, 6'3", off guard. It's also the shooting guard, gets to the basket, but he can handle the ball either hand. He is very athletic, and he can elevate. So keeping him away from the basket is going to be a key. And as many times as Bluma shoots the free throws, him off the free throw line. But always a key for Minneapolis is to control that defensive glass and to limit the second chances of Burlington on their offensive glass.
Absolutely.
Another key, I think, Scott, you've mentioned numerous times during the year, Minneapolis employs a little half-court trap. Once they get across the half-court, we'll double team. And if we can put some pressure on there to get a turnover or two, it helps the transition game. Those easy baskets are nice, but here again, I don't know. I don't imagine we're going to deviate from what we've been doing all year long. And Coach Shoup will at least give it a try. I've noticed that Bluma, even though he is a really good free throw, Boyce is the free throw shooter. Bluma, who is that slick 6'3" guard, has quite a few turnovers in his repertoire, so he will turn the ball over.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and run through for some of those folks who may not have heard some of the players that we have on our squad. Matt Comfort is a 6'1" sophomore. Let's see, Zach Allison plays a lot at a 6'4" junior. Alex Yoxel, 6' freshman, has gotten a lot of playing time. Garrett Pounds, a 6' senior. Skylar Reebok, a 5'9" freshman. Garrett Doherty, a 5'9" senior. Alex Johnson is 5'11" junior. And that is the non-starters, and I'll give the starters here in a second. But, you know, we couldn't have gotten to where we're at without those players.
Here we go.
And here is the starting lineup for the Minneapolis Lions. A 5'9" senior, number 3, Casey Argenbright. Number 1, 6' senior, Zach Martin for the Wildcats. For Minneapolis, a 5'9" senior, number 10, Kyler Macy. Taylor Sutherland, a 6'2" senior for the Wildcats. He's a pretty good solid boy right there, guys.
Not real fast, I'm going to guess.
For Minneapolis, number 13, 6'1" junior, Andrew Yoxel. And for the Wildcats, Patrick Mahoney, a 6'3" senior. And for Minneapolis, 6'2" senior Grayson George. And for the Wildcats, number 23, 6'3" Dustin Bluma, a 6'3" senior. And for Minneapolis, number 33, 6'3" senior Dylan Crossan. And for the Wildcats, number 24, and that is Nathan Ramsey, a 5'8" senior. So they start all 5 seniors, guys, and they've got a lot of seniors on this team.
One advantage we have is that we don't have to fight huge size underneath the basket like we've had. We've already discussed that, but we're going to have to defend heavily the outside with those tray shooters.
As you said, Dale, that's a very good point. You know they're going to pop them, and I imagine they've got some size on some kids out there that can shoot, even the bigger kids that can stop out there and pop some threes. So Minneapolis and the Burlington Wildcats getting ready to do battle here in just a second. Mike Perry will keep some stats, and I will try my hardest to keep some turnovers, and we will have some action here in just a second. As Minneapolis and the Wildcats getting ready to do battle here. As we get ready to go, tip is up, and it will go into the hands of the Burlington Wildcats. Wildcats control the tip. They get it on the outside. Swing pass over to number 24, which is Ramsey. Ramsey back to Martin. Martin at the top of the key. Swing pass over to number 11, Mahoney. Mahoney drives. Kicks it back to the outside to Bluma. Bluma back to Mahoney. Mahoney will drive to the left. He picks up his dribble, gets it back to Ramsey. Ramsey back on the outside to Bluma. Bluma kicks it back out from the free throw line. Shot up and good is number 1, Zach Martin, as the Bearcats and Wildcats take the early lead. Casey Argenbright on the outside. They pull a man defense. They try to drop it down low to Andrew Yoxel, and it is tipped out of bounds off of the Wildcats. Grayson George the inbounds, gets it to Yoxel, back to Argenbright. Argenbright back to Grayson. Grayson will drive, and he's going to be fouled.
Excellent.
Ramsey's one of the big scorers, isn't he? Mike.
Ball goes back on the outside to Grayson George, back to Argenbright. Casey looks down low, gets it to Crossan. Crossan at the top of the key, into Yoxel. It's tipped out of the way, but picked up by Grayson George. Grayson back over to Macy. Macy will drive around. He gets it down low, and another pass down low, and it's a couple times we've tried to tip it down low and haven't been able to get there. Minneapolis maintains possession. Casey Argenbright from the free throw line over to Grayson George for 3, and he gets it. Nice job. That's a way to start it. Patience and hit a big 3 from the left wing. Nice job, Grayson George.
A good ball movement by Minneapolis. George found some space and cans the first big shot of the tournament for Minneapolis.
3-point shot off the mark and rebounded by the big man, Casey Argenbright. Casey has Macy down low, didn't see him, pulls it back out. It's easy for us to see up here. Nice job by Dylan Crossan to get that loose ball. Argenbright sets it up, gives it to Grayson on the right-hand side. 6 minutes left, 3-2, Lions with the lead. They look down low, have nothing. Casey will drive, and he will be fouled.
Good call.
Foul was on number 24, which is Nathan Ramsey.
He has 2 already.
You want to do turnovers for me?
Here's Boyce. Here's the other scorer. I think they started the seniors. It's number 15 is a pretty good ball player.
Ball goes to Grayson George, into Crossan, back to Grayson. He'll take another 3, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Mahoney. Mahoney will bring it down, and he'll drive. And the ball's on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Crossan. Nice job. Gets it out to Casey. Casey on the outside, looks down to Macy. He'll drive. Oh, it's blocked from behind, and it will come back the other direction. Ball goes up to Mahoney. Mahoney Swing pass over, three-point shot up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Yoxel. Yoxel to Argenbright. Casey will bring it down on the left-hand side. Casey up off the glass, can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Martin. And Martin back to Mahoney. Minneapolis trying to get a couple subs in. And they will swing it back to Martin. Martin will drive back to the top of the key. And that's a three-point shot right there, and that's off the mark. Rebounded by Grayson George.
We have been on the defensive board so far. Let's keep that up.
Foul was on, I believe. Mike, go ahead and talk for a second.
It's awful big that the Wildcats have not been getting second chances on those shots.
Sutherland there with a stupid foul, but they're going to apply the full court pressure. And you know, we have struggled a little bit getting the ball in. As Minneapolis has got a couple subs in, Garrett Doherty in, along with Zach Allison. 4 minutes left first quarter. Grayson finds himself open. Down the lane he goes. He is fouled.
Nice job as he takes it right in. Mahoney will be fouled. Grayson will go to the line. Mahoney fouls him, excuse me. That's the fourth team foul. First on number 11, Mahoney. Grayson at the line to shoot two.
Drew the contact down low. Scott, we got to make our free throws. Grayson.
Checking in will be number 21 as well as number 45 and Minneapolis is going to get Garrett Pounds as well as Alex Yoxel in as well.
Alex is going to come in for Grayson.
Second shot is up and it's good. Grayson will take a breather as Alex Yoxel checks in for him. Ball will be into the hands of Bluma. Bluma will bring it down for the Wildcats. Lions with the lead 4-2. 4:23 left here. And off of Minneapolis, it'll go out of bounds. Nice job, Garrett Pounds, trying to draw the charge right there. Nice job by not sliding. And it'll be inbounds to the top of the key. Swing pass over to Martin. Martin at the top. He's guarded by Pounds. Gets it back over to Ratzliff. Ratzliff drives back to Martin. Martin looks. And it'll be on the floor.
Pounds, I think.
So, and looks like they will get another player in. They will get Mahoney back in for the Wildcats. So
Garrett with the foul. First team foul, first personal.
Ball goes on the left-hand side. Swing pass over to Ratzliff, back to Mahoney. Mahoney drives. Back, ooh, that was nearly a travel. Zach Allison with a nice block out. Shot up and off the glass, no good, and it's...
Goodness.
Wow.
Somebody's got to grab it.
Missed an opportunity right there. 3 seconds, no, a hold. Zach Allison's going to get whistled with the hold. And that'll be his first personal foul.
4 starters get ready to come back in for the Lions.
Just a quick breather for the starters, and I would assume Shoup would limit the minutes of the people on the bench.
Got a little break and some instruction.
Break, yeah.
Garrett Doherty stays on the floor for the Lions. And it will go to the top to Ratzliff, back to Mahoney. Mahoney will drive, gets it back out on the outside. 4-2 Lions to the lead in the low-scoring ball game, 3:43. Mahoney on the outside, guarded by Argenbright. They will drop it down to Bluma. Bluma guarded by Grayson George. And they back it out. They swing pass over to Mahoney. They like to run everything through Mahoney. Oh, nice job, Casey Argenbright, as he gets a charge on Mahoney. Mahoney's got 2, guys.
Yes.
And that is big right there. Nice job by senior Casey Argenbright. Back in will be Zach Martin. They like to run everything through Mahoney, it looks to me like.
Yes.
That must be Casey's 13,000th charge he's drawn in his career.
Wow. Grayson George. That's a complete unofficial stat.
Yes.
If you're listening at home. Grayson George on the outside gets it back to Doherty. Doherty looks down low, gets it to Yoxel at the top of the key. He'll drive, gets it back to Argenbright. Casey, tight man defense, crossing in the paint. Garrett Doherty from the free throw line, off the mark, and rebounded by number 45, Moore.
Nice open look for Garrett.
Three-point shot up and good by the Wildcats. Boyce hits one from the outside, and that's a big one right there.
5-4, Burlington.
Second leading scorer on the team, Boyce.
And Crossan takes it in the paint. Thought there might be some contact down low, but nothing. And it'll stay with Minneapolis underneath their own basket. Ball goes back to Yoxel, back to Doherty, back to Grayson. Grayson for three, off the mark. We're going to have to find some offense for the Lions. Back to Martin. Martin on the outside. He will drive. Oh, he steps out of line, absolutely. And that's a turnover as they turn the ball over.
Andrew took good advantage of his additional player there, the sideline.
Yep.
We about throw it away.
Yeah, we did. Dylan Crossan comes away with it.
Full court pressure on that inbounds play, as they must have seen some tape. We struggled with that.
Yoxel in the paint, shot up, no call, gets his own rebound, up and good, and it's good. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel. He fought hard on that one, guys, as he takes the initial shot, gets his own rebound, and then puts it back up. Nice job by the junior Andrew Yoxel. Kyler Macy will check in for Garrett Doherty. And he'll go the foul line. Foul was on Martin, his first 6th team.
As you mentioned, Scott, it's going to take more than just Grayson George here today.
And he gets it to fall. Nice job by Andrew Yoxel. Dylan Crossan will check out as Zach Allison checks in.
7-5 Minneapolis. 2:05 to go, first quarter.
Ball will go into Bluma. Bluma will drive. And he scoops it up. He'll be fouled.
Reach-in foul there.
Is he the one that goes to the line so much?
Yes.
I can see why. Very quick off the dribble and drove all the way in.
Argenbright with the foul.
Bluma and Boyce both at the free throw line quite a bit.
And first one is off the back of the rim. 7-5, Minneapolis with the lead. 2 minutes left in the first.
13th foul on the Lions. First personal for Argenbright.
Shot is up and he makes the second one. Gets it into Argenbright. Casey will bring it down as they've got some press on him. Casey crosses the timeline, gets it to Andrew Yoxel. And we've got a foul away from the ball, I believe on number 23, Dustin Bluma. His first personal foul, 7th team foul. It should be a 1-on-1, I was going to say.
It wasn't player control.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, is Casey Argenbright will go to the line for a 1-on-1.
We were at the free throw line already. It's just first quarter. That could be big.
1:50 to go in the quarter.
First shot is up and it's off the mark. Oh, nice job by Yoxel. Gets his own rebound and puts it up. Can't get it and comes away with it. Kyler Macy. Grayson George backs away from the three. Back to Argenbright. Casey double team down there. Casey rolls it around. Nice job, Argenbright in the paint. He can't get it.
Block.
And we got a foul down low. Wow.
We're doing very good at blocking our shots, guys.
Boy, we have got to take advantage of that offensive rebound and stick back. We need to go back up strong with it.
Let's see.
Dylan Crossan comes in for Zach Allison.
Just the 4th team foul on Minneapolis. Burlington was 7. As Scott mentioned, Minneapolis in the 1-on-1.
Ball goes back on the outside. Oh, nice crossover dribble by the Wildcats. And there's a blocking foul by Yoxel. And that's going to be his second.
Second in just a matter of a minute. 5th team foul now.
Fifth team foul, as Dale mentioned. Zach Allison back in the contest for Big Blue. Minneapolis wearing their road red. And Burlington plays it in. And they travel.
Great job, Kyler Macy. Got his hand on the ball. The guy traveled trying to get it back.
Moore gets his feet caught up, and the turnover, Minneapolis gets the ball right back.
Grayson George will inbounds. Lions with a 1-point lead, minute 14 left in the first. And once again, they have got some tight pressure defense on the inbounds. Casey Argenbright brings it down. Gets it back to Grayson. Grayson on the left-hand side. Gets it back to Zach Allison, and off of White, it'll stay with the Lions.
Minneapolis nursing a 7-6 lead here. Minute 01 to go in the first quarter.
Well, we're have been acclimated to grinding them out, as we did against Beloit, 40-33. It might be that type of ball game here.
Grayson George on the outside. Oh, gosh. Wow. Nobody saw that one as we just throw the ball away. Somebody was supposed to come out, nobody did, and it's a tough turnover right there. 45 seconds gives the Wildcats a chance to try to take the lead for the first time.
And they're going to take the last shot of the quarter. They're going to take a quick 30-second timeout to set up the play. And are we going to take a break? Or are we going to keep it here, Scotty?
Let's take a break. You're listening to 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where a new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has Soft Sense by Bliss, the softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Salina's bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
Ball goes back into the Wildcats as they get it on the outside of Bluma. Bluma swing pass over to Martin. Martin looks, has nothing, gets it back to Bluma. Bluma back on the left side, 26 seconds left. Swing pass over to, to Boyce. Boyce back to Bluma. Bluma drives on Macy, pulls the dribble back out to Martin. 14 seconds, back to Mahoney. Mahoney playing with 2 fouls. 6 seconds left, pulls it back out. Throws up a 3-point shot, and it's no good. They didn't get a very good look on that one, thank goodness.
Sir. Great defense.
Nice. Yeah, very nice defense by the Lions as they hold on to the 7-6 lead at the end of one. So we will take a break. Your Minneapolis Lions with a 1-point lead, 7-6 here in Hutch. You're listening to 910KINA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina. Brown Mackey College Salina is proud to support our regional high school sports. Join us this year in cheering on the Minneapolis Lions, the Solomon Gorillas, and the Ellsworth Bearcats.
You know, Scott, Burlington has no low post presence. They just really haven't been working it down low to the low block. They're predominantly put the ball on the floor, drive to the basket, kick it back out for the 3-ball. We can defend that.
Yeah, we can. I would like to see us, they don't have a big, strong low post presence. I'd like to see us run some high post, low post action and to see if we can get some points down low.
You're exactly right, and I think Dillon could be very effective down there.
Grayson shot up and off the mark, and he thought he was fouled, and it will come back the other direction into the hands of number 15, and that is Boyce. Boyce gets it back out to Bluma for three, and it's off the mark, but rebounded by Garrett Doherty. Garrett drives, and he will be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two unless they call it on the floor. If so, it'll be a 1-on-1. Alex Yoxel getting ready to check in. 8th team foul. Lions have 5.
They're going to give him a 2-shot foul.
At the line is senior Garrett Doherty.
They still haven't put up. There we go, number 21.
And he makes the first one. Nice job, Garrett Doherty. Alex Yoxel checks in for Kyler Macy. 8-6, Lions with the lead. You know, they've got 8 fouls, but really nobody really in foul trouble. Second shot is up and off the mark. Oh, nice job, Dylan crossing, and he'll be, gets it tied up. Nice job, Dylan. It will go back to the Wildcats, but nice rebound by Dylan Crossan, Mike.
Well, don't want to get the ball down low where they can tie you up. He should have just brought it right back out and reset the offense.
Yeah, he was too far away from the basket.
Boyce on the outside gets it back to number 21, which is Ratzliff. And it's turnover getting in the hands of Garrett Doherty. Garrett back to Casey for three, and it's off the mark, and there's going to be a foul on Grayson George.
They had the inside position on that rebound. 8-6 Minneapolis, 6:55 to go in the half.
Ball will go into Bluma. Bluma will set it up for the Wildcats. Gets it back out on the outside to Ratzliff. Ratzliff back to Bluma. Back to Ratzliff. He'll take the three, and it's good. He's a sophomore, and he's a good one. And they have the first lead of the ball game at 9-8. Ball goes back on the outside to Crossan, back to Alex Yoxel, back to Argenbright. Casey looks down low. Back to Alex Yoxel at the top, back to Garrett Doherty. Garrett back to Grayson from the top of the key, and it's off the mark. And, nice job. Garrett Doherty with the tie-up as he reaches in and gets the tie-up. Nice job by Garrett Doherty and the Lions.
And that's just like a turnover for Burlington. Good quick hands by Garrett. And we get another shot at the offensive glass here.
Ball be inbounds by the Lions. Gets it into Kyler Macy, back to Argenbright. Looks down low to Yoxel. Back to Doherty. Doherty back to Argenbright. Casey will drive. And there you go. Nice job, Casey leans into it. And he'll go to the line as Taylor Sutherland will foul him. And Casey will go to the line.
Got the guy up in the air. He was dead meat then.
Well, I've got Sutherland with 2, Mahoney with 2, and Ramsey with 2.
Casey makes the first one. Back to a tie ball game at 9 here.
9th team foul on the Wildcats of Burlington.
Moore checks back in for the Bearcats, or Wildcats. Second shot up, and it is good. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. 10-9. Lions retake the lead.
He gets them both.
Bluma on the outside. Gets it back to Boyce. Boyce back to Ratzliff. Ratzliff back to Bluma. Nice spin move in the lane. And wow. Switches hands and puts it in with the left up in the air, and he'll get fouled. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Alex Yoxel. Alex Yoxel picks up his first personal foul. And he makes them both. Ball goes back to Garrett Doherty. Doherty will bring it down. 5:38 left to go in the first half. Argenbright on the outside. Casey nearly double teamed, gets it back to Alex Yoxel. Alex is double teamed back there. Back to Argenbright. Somebody's got to be open. Back to Macy. Macy back to Doherty. Doherty swing pass over to Argenbright. Casey has to climb a ladder to get that one.
Wildcats are looking to trap on all the corners.
Casey for three.
Sweet.
But Kyler Macy gets a rebound, and he can't get it. Oh, no! Oh! Garrett Doherty. Oh, wow. I thought Garrett had a charge on that one.
He didn't get in front in time.
Boy, Kyler has got to hit that right at the rim. We miss point blank.
Mike, go ahead for a second.
Dylan Crossan and Grayson George back in the lineup for Minneapolis as Zach stays in, but looks like Casey's and Alex Yoxel are going to get a little break. 12-10 Burlington, 5:11 left, second quarter, and they're at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. They miss. They get the rebound though, and we foul.
That was pathetic.
Oh, wow.
Boy, we don't box out. They get the rebound, and it's Moore. He's a pretty big fella. Right back to the free throw line, Burlington, and they'll get another 1-and-1 here.
19 fouls apiece now.
Zach Allison picks up his second.
I don't know if Zach fouled him necessarily, but
Yeah,
he did fall to the ground, so.
shot is up, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Dylan Crossan. Back to Doherty. Garrett gets it up to Grayson. Grayson, and he'll be fouled, yeah. No foul, no shot. Didn't count. Mahoney's trying to say he traveled. He's fouled because he traveled because he was fouled.
That would be Ramsey's third foul, I believe. Nope, that's Martin. Excuse me.
So, Grayson at the line for a two-shot double bonus.
We've been to the free throw line a lot. We need to make them.
And we missed the first one.
4:52 remaining in the half.
Grayson just 1 of 3.
Second shot coming is up, and it is good. Makes 1 of 2. Mahoney will bring it down for the Wildcats. Back to Bluma. Bluma back to Mahoney. Mahoney back to Bluma on the outside. Yep, nice job, Garrett. Garrett, that is a turnover. Nice job by Garrett Pounds.
Offensive player control foul.
Bluma lowered the shoulder, and Pounds with great position took the charge.
Doherty will bring it down. 4:35 left to go here in the first half. Gets it back to Grayson George. Grayson guarded tight, back to Pounds, back to Doherty. Doherty will drive, and he walks with it.
Goodness.
Minneapolis
They do not have
turns it
a field
over.
goal in this quarter yet.
12-11. Burlington with the lead as number 21, Corbin Ratzliff, checks in for number 24, Nathan Ramsey.
They have 5 players with 2 personal fouls. Just thinking earlier, that's got to be two apiece on at least 5.
Shot up by Mahoney off the mark, and it's rebounded. And there's a tie-up. Nice job by the Lions. Gets the tie-up. It'll stay with Burlington, but
Dylan Crossan fights in there.
nice job
Prevents the easy putback.
by Dylan. Mahoney to inbounds. They get it in. Back to Boyce. Boyce on the outside, guarded by Doherty. Back to Ratzliff. Ratzliff will take a 3. He's been the hot one, and he's got another one, guys. Is that 2 or 3 for him?
He's got 2 threes.
Then downloaded Dylan Crossan up and good. Nice job, Dylan.
There we go.
As we finally get some low post points, 15-13. Lions trail by 2. Ball goes on the outside to Ratzliff, back to Bluma. And there's another one. Yes, that's 3 on him. Nice job by Dylan Crossan this time. And Dylan holds his ground and he lowers his shoulder, and that's the 3rd personal on Bluma. Nice job by Dylan Crossan.
That is not good if you're a Burlington fan.
Alex Yoxel checks in for Garrett Pounds. Nice job, nice minutes by Garrett Pounds for the Lions.
3:11 left, second quarter. Minneapolis desperately needs a basket here. Get this thing side back up.
To Argenbright. Casey will bring it down. 15-13, Burlington with the lead. 3:23 left to go in the first half. Grayson George back to Argenbright. Casey will roll around from the free throw line. Shot up and off the mark. Rebound by Alex Yoxel. And he's fouled, though. Nice job. And Alex will go to the line, and I think that's 3 on Mahoney.
That is 3 on Mahoney. You're absolutely right.
We'll see how deep they go, guys, because that's 2 players with 3 fouls. And
those that you have much of a memory of NCAA basketball, league basketball history, you might remember the name Mahoney from Russell back in the early half of 2000 decade.
Freshman.
There were a bunch of them.
Alex Yoxel at the line makes the first one. Nice job, Alex Yoxel.
What, 3 sisters that came through over about 6 years, something like that? A couple of them were pretty good, Mahoney's.
3 sisters and 3 cousins, and they are all Mahoney's.
Second shot by the freshman is up, and it is good.
How about those 2 free
Nice
throws?
job, Alex Yoxel. How big is he coming along this season, guys?
Oh, my.
Ties it up at 15.
Leaps and bounds.
Ball goes back on the outside to Ratzliff. Ratzliff back to Martin. Martin on the outside. They look down low.
He stepped
on the line again. Nice job. That's another turnover on Burlington, and it gives the ball back to Minneapolis.
3:01 to go in the half. 15 all.
And they're going to call timeout. So the Burlington Wildcats call a timeout after the turnover. Minneapolis has tied it up at 15. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to 910KINA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2. We'll be back.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help. Santa Fe Carpet is a proud supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. In conjunction with new carpet prices starting at $1.50, Santa Fe Carpet also carries quick-step wood laminates, vinyl flooring, tile, even home decor. Salina's bottom line carpet price is at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Welcome back. Hey, I'm going to give a plug for Don Allison of Santa Fe Carpet. Great service in there, nice guys. And, I give a plug for somebody other than myself. How's that, Dale?
That's pretty amazing.
Ball goes into Casey Argenbright for the Lions. 3 minutes left in the first half. Argenbright to set it up. Top of the key. They will get it back to Garrett Doherty. Garrett Doherty on the outside, back to Argenbright. Casey looks, gets it back to Doherty. Doherty will look to set it up. They look to maybe go to a high post. Instead, they go to Grayson, and it's going to be stolen by Ratzliff. And he's off the mark. Oh, yes! That's a great rebound, and that's 3 on Martin.
Yes.
Nice job by Grayson George. Puts a little pressure on the sophomore guard after we turn the ball over. And then they get the foul, and we will go to the line. Nice job by Grayson George. And that's 3 on Martin. Grayson at the line. First one is nothing but net. And Minneapolis retakes the lead, 16-15. Checking back in will be number 23, Dustin Bluma. Oh no, number 33 in for the first time, and that is Britton Curtis. And he misses the second one.
Goodness.
Grayson not having a good night from the free throw line tonight, and only 1 field goal. Hit his first one he took and hasn't had anything since. 3-point shot, or 3-point look, by Ratcliffe off the mark. Oh, yes, nice job. There's another turnover, and that one will give it back to the Lions. Nice job on the defensive side by Minneapolis. 16-15, 2:23 left here in the first half. And Alex Schoxel, Garrett Doherty, Casey Argenbright, Dylan Crossan, and Grayson George on the floor for the Lions.
You know, so far, Scott, nothing really spectacular from this Burlington team. We got another half to play, but we aren't having any trouble playing with them.
Alex, moving screen by Alex Schoxel, and
we quit doing that, we'll be fine.
We did all last game.
It's not Beloit, guys. It's, so Garrett Pounds getting ready to come back in as Alex Schoxel picks up his second personal foul. And Pounds will check in. So you got Andrew, Alex, and Zach all with 2 fouls. Is that right?
Yes.
So we've got some couple players with 2 fouls. Ball goes back on the outside into the hands of Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe swing pass over to Boyce. Boyce will drive, and there's a wow! How did they not get that? And rebounded by Grayson George. Grayson was mugged, no call. Argenbright pulls it back down the other direction. Grayson for 3. No! Wow, that looked good from up here, guys.
It did look good.
So, got the
rim didn't like the spin on the ball, I guess.
And a travel instead. Turnover.
Good call.
There's a turnover on the Wildcats. Nice job, Garrett Pounds, to have some position down there. Still 16-15, minute 36 left in the first half. Lions with the lead. Low scoring ball game here, guys. As really we've not been able to find our shot, and other than Ratcliffe, they haven't either. Grayson George off the mark, and it's rebounded by number 24, Ramsey. Ramsey back on the outside with Ratcliffe. Off the mark and rebounded by Garrett Doherty. Doherty looks up to Grayson George. Grayson, and he'll be fouled. Nice job by Grayson. He'll be fouled by Ratcliffe as Grayson will go back to the line. Nice pass by Garrett Doherty as he hits Grayson in stride. Second personal foul on Ratcliffe.
16-15 Minneapolis, 1:05 to go in the half.
See if we can coax 2 of them out of Grayson this time.
Yeah, makes the first one. 17-15. And Garrett Doherty takes a breather as Kyler Macy comes in for him. Nice minutes by Garrett Doherty. Second one's good. First time in is junior C.J. Foster checks in as he checks in for number 21, Ratcliffe, with 2 fouls. I think Coach wanted to get him out, not give him a chance to get a third foul. Ball goes back on the outside. They've got a couple new players in there, Foster as well as Curtis. Boyce on the outside. Drive, shot up and good. Nice shot by Boyce. That was a nice little runner right there. 18-17, Lions with the lead. I think Minneapolis will take their time on this one to try to slow it down to see if they can get a last-second shot.
Boyce is the 81% free throw shooter, but he's got a pretty nice little mid-range jumper there.
31 seconds left. Both teams content to let this one go down. Boyce guarding Grayson. 25 seconds left. Minneapolis looking for a shot here at the end of the first half. 18-17 with the lead. 18 seconds left. We'll start moving at about 11 as we're here in Hutch for the state basketball tournament first round action. Argenbright pulls to the right-hand side. Gets it back to Grayson. Grayson rolls around the top of the key. And he'll drive in, shot up off the glass, and good. Nice job, Grayson George, and that's going to end the first half. Nice job by Grayson and the Minneapolis Lions. Grayson gets a field goal there. I think that's only his second one, but it came at a great time. Minneapolis takes the lead at the half, 20-17. Minneapolis Lions with the lead, 20-17. We'll take a break after this word. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2. Your Minneapolis Lions with the lead.
Where do you go?
Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, the sports arena at 3A state tournament time as the Minneapolis Lions had the lead at the half, 20-17. But it was a battle in the first half, guys. Not a lot of offense. A lot of banging going on, a lot of fouls called. and we've got a 20-17 ball game. Minneapolis being able to hit fairly decent from the free throw line. We've got some issues. Mike, I'll let you talk about that. But right now, Minneapolis has a lead, 20-17.
15 fouls called on Burlington in the first half, and 3 players have 3 personal fouls, which is pretty unusual for anyone to get third foul in the first half, as Burlington a little bit of foul trouble. Scoring for the Burlington Wildcats, Martin has 2 points, Boyce has 5, Bluma has 4, and Ratzlaff from the outside with 2 3 balls has 6 points. Foul trouble, Martin has 3, Mahoney has 3, Bluma has 3, Sutherland has 2, and Ramsey has 2, Ratzlaff has 2. So a little bit of foul trouble by the Burlington Wildcats. Scoring for Minneapolis, Casey Argenbright with 2 points, Andrew Yoxel with 3, Grayson George with 10 points in the first half leads all scorers, Dylan Crossan with 2, Garrett Doherty with big minutes in the first half has 1 point, and 2 big free throws by Alex Yoxel. When Minneapolis was looking for some offense, Alex goes to the free throw line and hits them both, which at that point in time we needed some points, and he provided.
We were sorely in need of points right there.
You know, it's the other thing is it's nice. Our 9-player rotation has been pretty solid. Garrett Pound's given us some solid minutes. He's taken a charge. He's forced some fouls, forced a couple turnovers. A nice job. Speaking of turnovers, Minneapolis has 5. And the Burlington Wildcats have 9.
Well, Minneapolis outscores Burlington in the first quarter 7-6, and we outscore them in the second quarter 13-11. So just enough to stay ahead of them as we look at the vaunted Scott City basketball team warming up, getting ready to take on Riverton in the next match. But Scott City, a big team from out west. Right now, Minneapolis doing a pretty good job, but it's we're going to have to grind this one out. It looks like, for the most part, Burlington pretty much foul trouble could be an issue here in the second half.
Well, let's hope it's an issue. Burlington went 10 deep, but 2 of those players really, I don't think see a lot of action as they came in late in the game. They had gone 10 deep, but Minneapolis doing a nice job of forcing it. And we've seen this happen before, where teams will make adjustments at the halftime, and all of a sudden the fouls start to change hands. We can't let that happen here. Minneapolis has got 3 players with 2 fouls. Is that right, Mike?
Yes.
And nobody with 3.
Nope.
So as Minneapolis and Burlington doing battle right here. About 4:37. Dale, you got some words for us, I take it.
That was an ugly game, guys. The first half, but you gotta hand it to Burlington. They did a great job in blocking several shots deep down inside on us to really kind of stymie us. And that happening on top of the fact that not hitting 3-pointers has not been good for the Lions. One stat we haven't talked about this year hardly at all. Number of blocks for our opponents so far this season are 48. Number of blocks by the Lions are 26. So people have been doing it to us throughout the season, and they did it again here tonight. But let's hope that this 3 fouls on several of their guys, and most of the others having at least 2, is going to be a big play for us in the second half. Well, Mike, here in this 100th anniversary of Kansas State High School Association basketball tournaments, of course, first time Minneapolis went was in 1958-59, and I'm sure there's some people listening out there that went on that trip to Emporia, the Civic Center, to watch Minneapolis play in that. You have any idea, can you name a couple of the teams that we played against in that tournament, Mike? Do you have any memory of that?
To be quite honest with you, I made the trip down to there, and I remember Minneapolis getting beat, but I can't remember the team we played.
Well, it was Natoma.
Natoma.
That beat us in overtime by 1. Same night the Ada Wildcats lost
I'm almost, and my wife is listening right now. She'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive that is where my father-in-law went to school.
Really?
So I don't think they have a school anymore in Tacoma.
Yeah, they still do.
Do they still have
They're
one?
playing Division I ball.
So, okay.
The other two teams that Minneapolis opened up against, we were playing a lot of Class A squads throughout the season and came into the B tournament. Beat Frontenac 46-41 and Plains 79-69. And you know, guys, back then they didn't hardly play more than 5 players, sometimes 6.
Yeah.
And they played 3 nights in a row, and you had to have strong legs, I think, to survive that. From what I've read, Minneapolis missed several free throws down the stretch and in overtime in that loss to Natoma. They had the game well in hand going into the 4th quarter. But you get tired, and we've seen that just in last week, 2 nights in a row in the championship game at Smith Center. The legs get kind of tight. And of course, if we play all 3 games here, if that's going to be 3 state days in a row. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But at least now we're doing a lot more substitutes than it was customary for the smaller squads to do way back then. But what an exciting thing here, 100 years of basketball. Minneapolis making its 9th appearance.
Hutchison Sports Arena in Hutchison, Kansas. This is a great place to come and watch a game or two, and you got a chance to come down and watch a couple of games in a row, and especially here tonight with Scott City in the next game, and then Wichita Collegiate in the finale. But right now, Minneapolis with a 20-17 lead. We're just 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. Scott, can we hang on?
You know, I like her chances. I really think Grayson had a rough shooting first half of basketball, Mike, and I expect to see that change here in the second half. They are clinging to a 3-point lead. I like our chances, and we'll see what adjustments both teams made as we start the second half.
I do too. I think we've got an excellent chance to take Burlington out of this tournament here tonight.
Macy up to Yoxel. Yoxel at the top of the key. They go down low to Crossan. Oh, wow. Block from behind. Argenbright in the lane. Shot up and no good. 2 missed opportunities right there. Martin will come back the other direction. And big block from behind.
Open way over there.
Mahoney on the outside. They've got their starters back in. Swing pass back to Martin. Martin will drive. Shot in the lane. Up and good. And they hit their first bucket. We had 2 opportunities in the lane. We couldn't get it. As we'll bring it down for our second possession of the second half.
Dillon has to get to the rim quicker. They can elevate. He's had a couple blocked on him down there.
Yoxel and another block. And Kyler Macy with the steal. Nice job, Macy with the big steal right there. Minneapolis gets another chance right here. Looking at that high-low action that we talked about in the first half. Argenbright up with the left hand. He can't get it. And there's going to be a jump ball. It'll be back to the Wildcats.
We miss a layup, and we have a shot right at the rim. Rejected. Tough start.
Yep. Minneapolis had 5 turnovers in the first half. Burlington had 9. Unofficial is I've got Levi keeping the turnover stats for us. Ball goes back to Martin on the outside. Swing pass, not that mine would be any more official. Mahoney back to Martin. Martin back to Bluma. Bluma on the outside, back to Mahoney. Mahoney with the ball back to Martin. And 20-19, Lions with the lead. Bluma shot in the lane, no good. And it's, nice job by Kyler Macy as ball was thrown off the head of Kyler. Kyler somehow came up with it. There's going to be a foul right there, and that's going to be 4 on Bluma. Is that right?
Yes.
Ah, wow, how big is that one?
And Casey Argenbright draws his 13,001. charging
So,
in his career.
Mike, I'm going to take my headset off for a second.
Well, Bloom on the bench now with 4 personal fouls. Minneapolis with the possession here. Argenbright gets all the way to the rack again. Layup, no good. Crossing big stick back, and he is hacked. And Argenbright's missed 2 layups here in the third quarter as he gets all the way to the rim.
For third personal foul on number 10, and that's Sutherland crossing at the line. First one is up and good. You know, and we've had, Casey's had some nice drives. I don't know if you said this when I was out the air. Casey's had some great drives to the bucket. Just
Yes.
can't get them to fall.
Hadn't been able to finish on the first 2 here. He needs to keep on doing that. That's front rim.
Front rim off, 21-19, Lions with the lead. Ball will go back to Mahoney. Mahoney rolls around the right-hand side, back to Martin. Martin will drive. Back to Ratzliff. Ratzliff, he'll drive. And there's a tie-up right there by Kyler Macy. Nice job by Macy right there with the tie-up.
Great position, fast hands, quick tie-up.
Yep. And another turnover right there. Back to Argenbright. They kind of pick up a mid-quarter press. So Argenbright will bring it down. Back to Macy. Macy looks down the cross and has it in the lane. And shot up and can't get the fall, but Andrew Yoxel with the big rebound and the putback. How big was that one, guys? As they're doing a nice job of forcing it down low to the low post.
Basketball smarts of Andrew Yoxel. And
nice shot there by the inside by Sutherland. And he gets it to finish. 23-21, as you said, Andrew Yoxel with a smart play right there. Crossing in the lane. Oh, how close was that? Wow. That was so close.
Got the foul, though.
Yep. And that's what I think they're trying to do is force it down low, force those fouls. Only the first one on, how can that be? On Boyce. Crossing at the line, up and off the mark.
I was hoping number 10.
Yeah, so was I. Ratzliff checks out, and Sutherland checks out. Checking in is Moore as well as, I don't know. Second one is up, and it is good by Crossan. 24-21.
Well, we're getting to the free throw line. We just need to finish and convert.
Zach Allison checks in for Dylan Crossan. Mahoney with the ball, guarded by Macy. Gets it back on the outside to Boyce. Boyce drives. Off the mark, rebounded by Andrew Yoxel. Back to Doherty. Nice job by Yoxel with the big rebound. Doherty will drive to the right-hand side. And a terrible pass. Yeah, you're right. And an easy lay-in
It's at least
by
the
Martin.
third time they've intercepted that pass tonight.
Garrett Doherty, you know, we've talked about that all year. They must have saw something in the film. We kind of had that lazy pass a little bit to the top of the key, and we did right there.
Telegraphed the pass, and they were right there.
Andrew Yoxel shot up and can't get it. And Zach Allison with the big rebound. Andrew's going to be over the back. Darn it.
Boy, you got to make those. That just gets another foul on Yoxel.
Yep. And Garrett Pounds will check in. There's a nice backside rebound by Zach. We just couldn't put it in. 24-23. The Wildcats with the lead, or trail by 1. Lions with the lead. Ratzliff on the outside, guarded by Grayson George. Back to Boyce. Boyce back to Mahoney. Mahoney drives, and a blocking foul on Macy.
I saw an elbow in the stomach myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did not have position. Good call.
Kyler's first personal foul, second team foul. Ball will go in. Three-point shot up and off the mark, rebounded by Zach Allison. Back to Doherty. Grayson drives. Nice job, Grayson. and he'll take it right into, I believe, Moore. And Grayson will go to the line to shoot 2. Nice job by Grayson George with the drive. And that's only Moore's first personal foul. So we're getting fouls, just not on the right people. Grayson shot up and good as he makes the first one.
As long as we make the free throws.
That's correct.
25-23, Lions with the lead. Grayson at the line for his second one. And it's good. Nice job, Grayson, as we get 3 fresh bodies in. Alex Yoxel, Dylan Crossan, and Casey Argenbright as Minneapolis sets down Zach Allison, Kyler Macy, and Grayson George.
Grayson looked a lot more comfortable there at the free throw line as he gets both of those. Nice stroke on those 2 shots.
Ball will go into the hands of Ramsey. Ramsey back to Boyce. Boyce picks up his dribble, gets it back to Ramsey. Ramsey drives.
That was a walk.
3-point shot up by Ramsey off the mark, gets his own rebound. Nothing, gets it back on the outside to Boyce. And the turnover right there, and the turnover will go back to the Lions. Nice job by Casey Argenbright and Minneapolis.
Crossan did a great job
Dylan
sticking
with,
his hand
the
in there.
quick hands to knock that away. Nice job on the defensive end. Good stop.
Ball goes back to Pounds. Nice pass. I couldn't believe he got it up there.
Oh,
Can't get it
God.
to fall. And somehow the ball comes out of there. It's going to stay with the Lions. Yes! How big was that one right there?
I was waiting
Pinball.
for an
Wow.
over-the-back foul on Crossan.
Yeah, I
It
was
didn't occur, thank goodness.
Thinking it was coming too. Dylan has got to finish at the rim.
Casey to inbounds. Gets it to Crossan. Back to Argenbright. Casey will roll it around. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Alex Yox on the outside. Back to Doherty. Doherty back to Yoxel. Yoxel back to Doherty. Doherty drives, and he's going to be fouled. And he will go to the line. I'm not sure who that foul is on.
I believe it's on Boyce.
No, Sutherland. That's 4 on Sutherland. So,
Wow.
and off the back of the rim. That one was flat and hard with his first shot. He'll have another one coming. Zach Allison checks in for Dylan Crossan. Also checking back in is Moore for Sutherland.
Dale, flat and hard, is that brick?
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice. Second one
Sorry,
is up,
Garrett.
and he makes it. Nice job. Nice adjustment on the brick,
Yes.
Garrett, and he drains that one.
Nice adjustment on the second
That
shot.
one had some fluff.
27-23, 4-point lead for the Lions. Grayson George checks in for Argenbright.
Just 2:23 left in the third quarter here.
Mahoney back to Martin. Martin back on the outside. And he picks up his dribble. Gets it back down low, and there's going to be a turnover. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep, I
Off
think
the
so.
Lions.
And Ratzliff checks back in for Ramsey. Ratzliff is one you got to watch, guys. And they get it all the way back into the backcourt to Boyce. There's going to be a turnover. Yes! Yes, over and back. How big is that turnover right there?
Unforced error.
Got a
Big.
little fancy with the dribbling, and it haunts him right there, and they're going to call timeout. Minneapolis has the ball after the turnover. Minneapolis with the lead, 27-23. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
It's fast, it's furious, and it's fun. It's Minneapolis Raceway. Minneapolis Raceway has brought you exciting races to Central Kansas and will continue the tradition. Minneapolis Raceway will give you and your family some of the most exciting races ever seen. Go Lions!
This internet broadcast is made possible by Don Allison at Santa Fe Carpet in Salina. New carpet prices start at $1.50 per square foot. All colors in plain or plush styles, including popular 94-ounce carpet. Financing is available at Santa Fe Carpet.
We got a little fear of the beard action down there, guys, in the student section.
Yeah. Yeah, they've there's some beards down there, and there's some posters down there. We need to get some Fear of the Beard shots We need to get some. We need to get a three. Need to hit a big three on this possession from Grayson. That's what I'm wanting right here, guys. Although Coach Shoup has been working it down low, trying to force those fouls, and he's done a nice job with that. 27-23. Garrett Doherty will set it up for the Lions. Into Zach Allison. Back to Doherty. Back to Argenbright. Minute 48. Grayson shot up and good. Nice job, Grayson George. It wasn't a three, but he'll take the two. Nice job, Grayson George.
Biggest lead of the night for the Lions, I think, 6, 29-23.
Ball goes back to Mahoney. Mahoney on the outside. He'll drive. Gets it back to Boyce. Boyce on the outside. Back to Mahoney. Mahoney will take a deep three, and it rolls in. I'm not sure how, but that sucker rolled all the way in. They hit the big three from almost NBA range. 29-26 Lions with the lead. Doherty on the outside. Minute 9 left. Minneapolis content to set this one back and work the clock a little bit. Kind of surprised on that one, maybe a little bit. Minute 1 left. Back to Argenbright. 57 seconds. Back to Doherty. Doherty back to Argenbright. Casey at the top of the key. And he will get it back to Yoxel. Yoxel just content to sit on a little bit. Back to Doherty. 32 seconds left. Back to, looks at Yoxel. Backs it off. 24 seconds left. 29-26 Lions with the lead.
What we do
seconds.
want is the last shot here. We do want to turn it over.
No, I think we're going to call a timeout, though. Yeah. Called timeout at 14 seconds left. Coach Shoup's going to draw up a play, and we will take the timeout with him. Lions with the lead, 29-26, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
Block south of St. John's Military School.
Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, the sports arena. Lions had the lead, 29-26, as we've got 14 seconds left in the quarter. And the ball will go into Argenbright.
Coach Shoup wanted to get Dylan Crossan and Andrew Yoxel in the game here for the last shot.
Grayson's double team. He'll drive, and it has it stripped away. Wow. And a three-point shot. Oh, wow. Off the front of the rim. Wow. That's a big one. Minneapolis does not get a shot off. We turn the ball over right there as we get the turnover, and we'll take it into the fourth quarter. Leading by 3. We'll take a break with them. You're listening to 910.
Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Santa Fe Carpet, where new carpet starts at $1.50 per square foot. Santa Fe Carpet now has Soft Sense by Bliss, the softest, smartest carpet ever in 48 colors. Salina's bottom line carpet price, Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis.
Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas. And Dale, you know, if you want me to stop talking, just tell me. I'm just kidding, buddy. Dale, we have a lot of fun with this. And
Fingers just got too quick.
the Burlington Wildcats will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. They trail by 3. Your Lions 29, Burlington 26, and we start the fourth quarter. Ball goes on the outside, over to Boyce, back to Ratzliff. Ratzliff on the outside, back to Boyce. Boyce swing pass to Martin. Martin hit a big three-pointer just to about a minute ago. Back on the outside to Boyce. Back to Mahoney. Mahoney will drive. And three-point shot up and off the front of the rim. Casey Argenbright comes, oh, I don't know how. There's a charge, yes! Oh, how big is that? Nice job, Tyler Macy. That is huge. Martin, that was Mahoney. Mahoney
yep.
levels them, and that was big right there.
Now Mahoney with 4 fouls, Sutherland with 4, and Bluma with 4.
Wow. Nice job, Kyler Macy. Had a nice body just sitting right there waiting on him.
Great position.
Casey back to Grayson. Nearly a turnover right there into Crossan. Crossan down low to Yoxel. Yoxel, and there's a foul on Martin. And how many is that on Martin?
And that is his 4th.
That's his 4th. Wow, nice job, Andrew Yoxel.
I think he had 2 fouls in that sequence, only got called 1.
Andrew Yoxel at the line to shoot 2. Shot is up, and it's good. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel, as he makes the first one. Martin will check out as Moore checks in. Second shot coming for junior Andrew Yoxel. It's up, and it is good as well. Nice job, Andrew, as he makes them both.
But consistency from the free throw line here the second half of the season by Andrew. He's just been money from the free throw line.
Mahoney back to Boyce for 3, off the mark, and it's going to be chased out of bounds, and it's going to be off of White. It'll stay with Minneapolis. It'll go back to Minneapolis.
They did an effective job of blocking out there. There was 3 white shirts all around it.
They sure did.
Luckily, the ball went hard, and it goes back to the Lions. Grayson is guarded by Ratzliff. Grayson drives all the way by him. He drives in, shot up and good with the left hand. Nice job, Grayson George.
Beautiful shot. Left-hand runner in the paint.
7-point advantage.
And a big offensive rebound. Nice job by Minneapolis as they get it back after the miss. Nice box out by Crossan and Yoxel down there. And luckily they missed the bunny. 6:30 left here in the ball game, 33-26. Crossan on the outside, back to Argenbright. Casey looks down low, has nothing, goes back to the top to Macy. Macy back to Grayson. Ratzliff playing him tight. Grayson takes a 3, and it's good! Nice job, Grayson George, as he hits a big 3-pointer right there. A 10-point lead for the Lions. Ball goes back on the outside. That's the biggest lead of the night for Minneapolis. Boyce with the ball. Gets it back to Mahoney. Mahoney guarded by Macy. They drop down low, and a turnover right there. Nice job as Andrew Yoxel gets thrown to the ground. Wow. Casey Argenbright brings it down.
Way to take one for the team, Andrew.
Casey backs it off. He's guarded tight by Bluma. Bluma back to Yoxel. Down low to Grayson. Shot in the lane. Up, and can't get it to fall. And it comes away with it. And it's going to be turned over off of. Wow. Oh, wow. How big is that? Another turnover right there. And it'll stay with the Lions as the ball goes off Ratzliff's hands. Goes out of bounds. Nice job.
The dribble, and there's a red shirt staring him straight in the face.
Burlington's coach cannot wait any longer. He's got to put his starters back in, all of them with 4 personal fouls.
3 on the floor. Is there 3 on the floor with 4?
10-point advantage, 36-26.
Grayson George gets it into Andrew Yoxel, back to Argenbright. Who's on the floor with how many fouls, Mike?
There are 4 guys with 4 personal fouls. It's Martin, Sutherland, Bluma, and Mahoney.
Into Yoxel in the paint, and it's good, and he's fouled. And he's about ready to get a technical on that. He better watch it. That is huge. Nice job right there. Wow. How big is that one? As Yoxel makes the bucket, and he's fouled.
That's just Boyce's second personal foul. But
oh, it was on Boyce. Oh, wow.
I thought it was on 11.
And it's off the mark.
I shouldn't have bragged him up, huh?
Yeah, wow. 3-point shot off the mark, but they get their own rebound. And oh, wow, nice job, Casey. Casey almost took one right there.
Almost got his
Yep.
13,002 charge, but didn't quite bring her down, did he?
That's just the third team foul on Minneapolis. 38-26, a 12-point lead for Big Blue. Red tonight, but Minneapolis playing well here in the fourth quarter.
Well, has I don't think Burlington scored this quarter.
5:05, 38-26, 5:05 left in the ball game. Ratzliff, and it's partially blocked and picked up by the Lions. Turnover, didn't hit the rim, so it's a turnover. Ball goes down low to Yoxel. Oh, he's going to walk with it, yeah. Andrew tried to get through a pretty small needle right there, Mike.
He tried to get through there. But
tried to draw the foul, I think.
Yeah, so 4:43 left to go in the ball game, 38-26. Ball goes back on the outside into the hands of Bluma. And into Martin, and Martin gets a bucket down in the low block. Nice job. Had a player fall on the ground, so they had an open man, and they take advantage of it. Garrett Doherty.
Oh,
there we go. And that's Bluma. Is that 5 on Bluma?
yes.
that is 5. Reach-in foul.
And that'll be 5 on Bluma as he fouls out of the ball game.
38-28 Minneapolis, 4:15 remaining in regulation here.
Crossing at the line.
Wow, 9 team fouls on the Wildcats, 3 on the Lions.
Shot is up and it's good. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel. I think I said Dylan, but Andrew at the line makes the first one. 39-28. 4:15 left to go in this ball game, folks.
That takes a 6'3" presence off the floor for Burlington. That's big. Their biggest guy out there.
And he makes them both. Nice job by the junior Andrew Yoxel. Ramsey with the ball, guarded by Macy. He picks up his dribble, gets it back to Ratzliff. Ratzliff had the hot hand in the first half. Can't let him get it in the second half. And the travel. It should be a travel. Yep, nice job by. And there's a turnover right there. It goes the other direction. I was going to say, they better give us that one.
Yep, one extra step. You're absolutely right, Scott.
Ball will go into Garrett Doherty. He was ridden pretty hard by Martin there. Doherty back to Andrew Yoxel. Yoxel on the outside. Looks down low to Crossan. To George. Has nothing. He's back out to Doherty. Doherty down low to Yoxel. Nice pass and good. Great pass by Garrett Doherty. And a great finish by Andrew Yoxel.
Sweet.
Nice job by the Lions. Ratzliff for 3, and he drains it. Wow. And a timeout called by the Burlington Wildcats. 42-31. 3:33 left to go in this ball game. Minneapolis has the 11-point lead after the 3-point bucket by Burlington. We'll take a break.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex Salina, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars, new GMC trucks and SUVs. Serving their customers since 1957, Bennett Autoplex Salina.
Salina Spring and Axle, specializing in all your suspension, alignment, and brake needs for over 50 years. Located at 672 South Broadway, just north of Crawford Street in Salina. Brown Mackey College Salina is proud to support our regional high school sports. Join us this year in cheering on the Minneapolis Lions, the Solomon Gorillas, and the Ellsworth Bearcats.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of the Lions games. Join them as they support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions, we're with you all the way.
Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, the sports arena. Minneapolis will have the ball. Levi giving me the stats. 8 turnovers for Burlington, 4 for the Lions here in the second half. They will get it in to Minneapolis here.
Little different inbounds play right there. It looked nice. We got it in very easy.
Yeah.
Easily.
Dylan Cross on the outside. Back to Doherty. 3:20 left. Doherty will back it off. He picks up his dribble, down low to Yoxel. Yoxel up and good. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel. He's trying to draw a foul on Sutherland. Luckily, he made it. Nice job. And a block there by Crossan, and he walks with it. Yes! Nice job by Dylan Crossan as he gets a little payback with the block right there.
10 points by Andrew Yoxel in the fourth quarter.
Andrew Yoxel.
He's played big.
Will bring it down. Travel. So, Ball goes back on the outside to Crossan. Crossan back to Doherty. Doherty back to Argenbright. Casey will drive. He gets it back to Doherty. 2:40 left. Back to Grayson. Grayson will walk with it. Yeah. Grayson with the hop and the travel. Turnover by the Lions.
13-point lead with 2:37 left in this contest. Scott, I knew we were just going to run clock.
44-31, as you said, 13-point lead. Ramsey with the ball, guarded by Argenbright. And a steal right there. Oh, nice hustle by Garrett Doherty. Almost comes away with it. Garrett stepped on the sideline. It will stay with the Wildcats.
He is active. Good quick move. There's another
nice
one.
Job by Andrew Yoxel with some backside help as they tried to get it down low to Sutherland. 2:26 left to go in the ball game.
Oh.
And we've seen that happen before. And the foul. Wow. Yeah. I've seen it happen before.
Little nifty one-man inbound pass.
Yeah. It's perfectly legal. And
off the back of the leg of the defender, not looking at the ball, and he jumps in and gets it, turns around and shoots it in.
Foul is on Yoxel, his fourth. Martin at the line. Shot is up, and it's good. He makes a nice three-point play right there. That's a big play right there. Brings it to within 10 at the 2:24 mark. Ball goes into Yoxel. Andrew pulls it back, gets it to Grayson. Grayson will bring it down across the timeline. Grayson backs it away. Backs it to Argenbright. Casey will run a little clock here. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. And there's a foul, and that's going to be 5. Is that on?
That's Boyce, and that's his third.
Third, okay.
He does have a couple to give yet.
Okay. So Boyce and Ramsey don't have hardly any fouls. Martin and Mahone and Ratzka. Martin's the only one that's got foul trouble on that floor right now for them. Casey makes the first one. Nice job, Argenbright. And at the 2:05, Martin makes his first one.
10th team foul, so a double bonus here on it. Out.
Second foul, second shot coming by Argenbright.
Macy replaces Andrew Yoxel.
Shot is up and gets them both. Nice jobs, Casey Argenbright, as he makes them both.
2 big free throws there by one of our senior leaders. And we're back to a 12-point lead, guys.
Ramsey gets it, swing pass. Oh, nice job. Garrett Doherty gets the steal, and he's going to need some help there. Gets it to Grayson George. That's who you want to have, or Argenbright. And there's a foul right there. That's on Boyce. That'll be 4 on him. And Casey will walk back to the line, to the free throw line for 2 more. Minute 48 left to go in the ball game. Lions with a 46-34 lead.
Dare I say it, there's not going to be any one and done for these Lions this tournament.
Not going to be this year. Then go start the bus, Dale.
Yeah.
Casey makes the first one. He'll have another one coming. 47-34.
Big first round win. You get the first one under your belt, you move on.
Second one is up, and it's good. He makes them both. We knew coming into this one it was going to be a tough game against a very
number 4 against number 5 seed, both the same record.
You knew coming into this how big that was going to be. Checking in will be Foster. Checks in ball game. He played a little bit in the first half, and he's playing a little bit right here. So
big fourth quarter for the Lions to put Burlington away here tonight.
Martin with the shot, off balance, no good. Rebound by Ramsey, puts it up, no good. And Casey Argenbright comes up with it. Casey will bring it down, and he'll be fouled again. That's 5 on Boyce. He will sit down. So
3 pretty quick in succession in this quarter for him.
So minute 29 left, and
48-34, and your Minneapolis Lions are going to move on to second round action.
4:45 tomorrow,
where they will get
the number one seed.
Number one seed.
Who won easily, guys.
Yeah, real easy.
Yeah, they won very easily. First shot is up, and it's good by senior Casey Argenbright. Casey struggled at the line against Beloit, but he's done a great job tonight as he's made 5 in a row. Make that 5 in a row, sorry. Screwed that one up. So Ramsey with the ball.
7 of 8, Scott, you're right. Pretty effective from the charity stripe.
Ball goes back on the outside, and 3-point shot by Martin, and it's good. Nice job by Martin. And a timeout's called. 49-37. Andrew Yoxel is getting ready to check back in. 49-37, minute 11 left. We'll take a break. You're listening to 910KNA.com, Eagle Communication Channel 2. We'll be back.
At Lambert Insurance, Sue Clanton can make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help. Santa Fe Carpet is a proud supporter of the Minneapolis Lions. In conjunction with new carpet prices starting at $1.50, Santa Fe Carpet also carries quick-step wood laminates, vinyl flooring, tile, even home decor. Salina's bottom line carpet price is at Santa Fe Carpet, 4 blocks south of St. John's Military School.
Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, the sports arena. Mike Perry, Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman. Andrew Yoxel to inbounds the ball for the Lions. Ooh, having some trouble there. Got to get it in, and they get it to Argenbright. Whew, that was close, guys. They made some adjustments on the inbounds, and they we about didn't get that one. Casey does a nice job of getting across the timeline, and he'll be fouled by number 21, and that is Ratzliff.
And he has 3.
59.7 seconds left, 49-37. Casey at the line, shot is up, and it's good. Nice job, Casey Argenbright. Second shot coming for Argenbright in just a second. Shot there is up, and it's flat, but Grayson comes up with a rebound. How big was that right there? That was huge. Ball goes to Grayson George. Grayson backs it away. And there will be a foul on Ramsey, and Grayson will go to the line to shoot 2.
She's all over, fellas.
51 seconds left. Nice crowd for the Lions traveling up here to Hutch, and we get to come back tomorrow. First shot is up and good by Grayson George. Kyler Macy checks in for Casey Argenbright. Nice job, Casey.
That is Grayson's 20th point. A quiet 20.
Quiet 20, yeah, but second one coming.
Kind of let the game come to him in the second half, and
he makes them
really, really good.
A nice job. Minneapolis will bring in their bench, and I'm glad to see that as well. 52-37, they bring in Skylar Rebrock as well as Alex Johnson, Alex Yoxel, Garrett Doherty, and Matt Comfort. So hats off to Minneapolis right there. I'm proud of Coach Shute for letting these kids have that experience. That gives them a little drive to want to get back here when they're older and have a chance to come back here later on. So Minneapolis has the lead, 52-37, and
51 seconds remaining in this contest.
How big is this victory tonight? First round of sub-state, or first round of state. We've done very well in the first round of state over the years, and we do so tonight as well.
Since we started coming back after that 40-year hiatus,
yeah,
it's not been a one and done at all.
So, and Burlington does the same thing. They get in Caleb Shedd, number 5, for the first time, and I'm looking for their other player that I haven't seen yet. So I'm not sure. Ball goes back to Shedd. Shedd will drive, and he'll be fouled. So
Only the 5th team foul on the Lions.
And there comes their other player off the bench. Number 41, 6'5" sophomore Ian Sheppers comes in. So Sheppers and Shed didn't have much playing action, but they get in, and that's glad to see for them as well. Ratzliff, wow, how many points does that kid have tonight? Alex Johnson, back to Alex Yoxel. Back to Johnson. Johnson will cross the timeline. Back to Yoxel, 26 seconds left. 52-40. Yoxel will drive, picks up his dribble, gets it back to Garrett Pounds. Garrett back to Johnson. Johnson, and he'll walk with it. Sorry, Alex. Tough one right there. 13.9 seconds left, 52-40. Lions with a nice victory tonight.
Ratzliff with 2 threes in the first half and 2 threes in the second half.
Oh, wow. I thought he had more than that. And the turnover will come back the other direction.
7.7 ticks yet in this game.
Alex Johnson with the ball, and he'll walk it down. Minneapolis will advance to take on the Atchison County Community High School. The number 1 seed, as they will advance to take on Atchison County tomorrow at 4:45. Minneapolis wins 52-40 as they come away with the victory tonight. Nice job by the Lions. As we force some turnovers, we get the victory. Minneapolis victorious tonight, 52-40. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with some stats. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2. Welcome back to Hutchinson, Kansas, the sports arena, as your Minneapolis Lions advance to take on Atchison County tomorrow night. Effingham Atchison County Community High School, as they had an easy win, and they're a pretty young team looking ahead at that. But let's talk about what needs to be talked about right now, and that's a big victory over the Burlington Wildcats.
Well, Minneapolis just too strong in the second half. Burlington didn't have an answer for our defense. Their low post presence not available tonight, and we just limited their looks from the outside, didn't give them a lot. With the exception of Ratzliff, got a couple of open looks and hammers them down, but Minneapolis played a pretty good defensive game here tonight, I thought, and we rebounded well and covered the floor. Didn't have too many unforced errors. Let me go through the scoring real quick in hopes that Coach Shoup will come up and chat. For Burlington, I might add Minneapolis outscores Burlington in all 4 quarters with the exception of the third quarter. We both scored 9, but Minneapolis 23 points and Burlington 13 in the fourth quarter. So that we had a big fourth quarter.
And we had a big start to the fourth quarter, Mike. If you remember that, we had a big start. I think that, Dale, you mentioned that they didn't score, maybe get a field goal until maybe the 4-minute mark, 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
It was something.
Quite a ways in there before they even got a field goal.
Yoxel had 10 in the fourth quarter alone, so big output there for Andrew. Scoring for Burlington, Martin led Burlington in scoring with 14 points. Sutherland had 2. Mahoney just had 3 points. Boyce had 5. Bluma had 4. And Ratzliff, their outside shooter, who knocked down 4 threes, ended up with 12 points for Burlington.
That's all he had? 4 threes.
That's all I had him with. Wow. 6 in the first half, 6 in the second half.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
I've never marked up a scorebook like this. There's just so many fouls on the Burlington side. It's just amazing. Just Andrew Yoxel got into a little bit of foul trouble late with 4 fouls for Minneapolis. Scoring for Minneapolis, senior leader Casey Argenbright with 8 points, and he was 8 of 10 from the free throw line, which that was big. Excuse me, he should have 10 points. Nope, they were all free throws. 8 of 10.
8 of 10.
Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Andrew Yoxel, as I mentioned, 10 points in the fourth quarter, ended the night with 15 points. Dylan Crossan had 4 points. Garrett Doherty had 2. Alex Schoxel had 2, and when we needed points in the first half and wasn't looking too promising, Alex steps up to the charity stripe and knocks down 2. They were big points at the time. And leading all scorers tonight, Grayson George with 21 points, 11 in the second half.
Getting that over 20 average, isn't he? That's good.
Yep.
Well, we said that driving down here that he had to get 51, average 51 per night, but we said we'd take 20 or 25.
Let's explain that.
Yeah.
He had to average 51 in the last 3 games to pass Dick Scher into second place. We knew that wasn't going to happen, but anyway, that would be on the scoring list, second place on the scoring list. Well, it wasn't a pretty game, guys, not at all, but you don't put a win on the board all the time by style points. And it's the points that go in.
You know,
the result from the ball going in the basket.
As you mentioned, Dale, it wasn't pretty.
The other from not getting it. So.
But the last third of the game, I thought we played pretty good. We looked pretty good out on the floor, but that first 2/3 of the ball game, it was a little bit ragtag, and we didn't look real sharp at all. But man, the last third of the game, partway through that partway through that third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, I thought we looked pretty good.
Well, give your due to the Burlington Wildcats. They were 21-2 on the season, just like we were. Thank goodness for Providence they didn't have that post player that they've had for a good share of the season. That would have made a difference in the game, maybe. But a 4th seed against a 5 seed, you'd like to come in and win by a lot of points, but that happens very rare when you're in a state tournament, and we got the victory. That's the big deal.
Yeah, it didn't look like we were going to get that many points, but all of a sudden, 23 points in the fourth quarter, Scott.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it wasn't a pretty ball game, but it was a pretty good defensive ball game. We missed some bunnies, we missed some easy shots, but we kind of. I said at halftime I felt like Grayson was going to come out and have a better second half, and he did, in fact, do that. But I felt like the fourth quarter, as you said, we just came out in the fourth quarter. We got some momentum going, forced some more fouls, and those fouls kept them in trouble. 3 players foul out for them, or 2?
I think I just had 2, but let me check. I'll have to put the glasses back on. But
but regardless, that having to play those kids sparingly in the ball game because was kind of a big point.
Absolutely.
So
they just had 2 foul out, but they had 3 others with 4 personal fouls, and then 2 others with 3. So lots of fouls on their end, but Minneapolis doing a real nice job at the charity stripe, especially in the fourth quarter, to close this one out.
Give you some turnover totals. This was also nice. We forced 9 turnovers in the first half. We had 5 in the second half. We forced 11 turnovers, and we had 6. So nice job by Levi Osherman, and Lucas Vogel was taking some stats for us on the turnover side. Minneapolis, though, comes away victorious by a score of 52-40 tonight, and we did what it took, guys.
Well, we continue that first round magic. Minneapolis will move on, and that's what you have to do here at the state. We're at Hutch. This is a fantastic place to come watch a basketball game, and your Minneapolis Lions victorious here tonight. And I look forward to tomorrow night's game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you guys, a lot of people said, well, we'll make the trip if we win. I know there's a lot of people at home listening that are going to make the trip tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, your mother said she even might come Saturday.
Yeah, I told her the other day she'll have to come to the championship game on Saturday.
Well, you guys, it might get old for you, but I'm a little bit superstitious. My attire will stay the same tomorrow night, so it might get old, but Mike's going to be wearing the same thing.
I have a routine, so I'm kind of superstitious with you, and I have a routine, and it worked for Sub-State, so we're going to stick with it for this.
Minneapolis High School's career record at state tournaments in this 100th year of anniversary of tournaments is now 12-9. And for all you guys that lost to Burlington back in that 2004 game.
Payback
tonight.
Payback.
We evened the score and knocked Burlington out of the tournament tonight. So a little sweet revenge. Still stings that loss in the tournament championship game, but got a little payback tonight.
Yeah,
so it'll be a big game tonight, tomorrow night, folks. If you can come out, I keep saying tomorrow night, it's actually late tomorrow afternoon,
yeah, same time.
4:45. The Lions could really use your support, being here cheering on the Lions against the Atchison County out of Effingham.
Effingham. They're clear up in the northwest corner. Yeah, they're the Tigers. Northeast corner. Sorry about that. Up in the northeast corner, and they've got a jaunt to travel, folks. An hour and a half drive down here. Come down here and let's pack this place. Let's get this place filled up, and let's cheer on your Lions and come down and see if we can coax a victory. Tomorrow night will be a tough one. Tomorrow afternoon will be a tough one. Atchison County Community High School undefeated on the year, 23-0. They had a cakewalk through the first round. That may be to our advantage.
Well, they did. It was the number 8 seed, and Rossville, they had what, 5 losses, 6 losses?
I think they had
coming into the night, so they
9 losses.
9 losses. So they weren't really probably the odds-on favorite in that contest anyway. And quite frankly, if Riley County hadn't been shuffled over to our tournament, Riley County probably would have been here in this Rossville's place for state. But
and this game should be this one. I'm going to say is going to be an easy one too. The next one is Scott City Riverton, and Riverton's got 8 losses on the year. So Scott City with 1. So I think you'll see that one be Scott City being the 2 seed, and a lot of people from Scott City traveled up here. I think a lot of them are staying too. So.
The good thing that I like about tonight is I don't think we wore ourselves out.
No, I don't either. We played 9.
Some fairly fresh legs to take on the number 1 seed, and we just need to come out prepared to give it our all. See if we can't pull off the shocker of the tournament.
Yeah,
knock out the number 1 seed.
The other thing I like is the fact that last year Grayson had 2 fabulous nights, and I mean fabulous nights. He had a quiet 21 tonight, and I say quiet 21, but he had 21 points tonight, but it was a nice job as we come away with the victory tonight. So I don't know that we're going to get Coach Shoop up here, so
it's an awful long ways for them coaches to climb up here.
Yeah. So
he's probably talking to his guys anyway.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go ahead and shut off. Don't forget, folks, you can listen to us tomorrow at 4:45 here in Hutch. Minneapolis will take on Effingham, Atchison County Community High School at 4:45. We'll be back on the air. For myself, Scott Osherman.
And Mike Perry.
And Dale Leach, thanks for having us in your homes as always. Listen to us tomorrow as we take on the number 1 seed. Good night.